Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On first down, Morgan. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll run on first down. It's Morgan, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes over the middle, complete. It's Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Chris Jones on the stop. 2nd and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 24, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warner, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Warner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Warner. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain that time for the Chargers. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And Diggs has it. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. On the return, Clay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert throwing again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Chargers. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. On the return, Clay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard. He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's taken down. A the Chiefs sack. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morgan. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played. Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Morgan, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. It's caught. Beckham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. On the return, Clay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Manning. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom. End zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Herbert off of play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. But a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. One last throw here for Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,